Julian Assange. He is a famous computer programmer and the editor of WikiLeaks. He was born on July 3, 1971, in Townsville, Australia. His father's name was John Shipton and mother's name was Christine Ann Hawkins. His father was an anti-war activist and builder, and mother was a visual artist. His parents had separated before Julian was born. His mother married Richard Brett Assange when Julian was a year old. Richard was an actor who ran a small theater company. The couple ran theatrical productions together and traveled frequently, taking Julian with them. He had lived in over 30 different towns and attended as many schools by the time he was in his mid-teens. He developed a passion for computers and discovered that he was really skilled at hacking and breaking into computer systems. He began hacking under the name Mendax in 1987. Along with two of his friends, he formed an ethical hacking group. During this time, he hacked into several United States Department of Defense facilities, the United States Navy, NASA, and Australia's Overseas Telecommunications Commission. He also hacked the websites of several prominent corporations and institutions like Citibank, Lockheed Martin, Motorola, Panasonic, Xerox, the Australian National University, La Trobe University, and Stanford University. He married a girl called Teresa in 1989 while he was still in his teens. He has 4 children. The couple later separated and was involved in a bitter custody battle over the child. His hacking activities came to light in the early 1990s, and he was eventually charged with 31 counts of hacking-related crimes in 1994. He pleaded guilty to 25 charges in 1996 and got away with a fine. He studied programming, mathematics, and physics at Central Queensland University and graduated in 1994. He embarked on a career as a programmer and software developer. In 1994, he started working on the Transmission Control Protocol scanner Strobe, which was completed in 1995. During this time, he also worked on the open-source database PostgreSQL, Usenet caching software Catch, and the Rubberhis deniable encryption system. He spent 3 years as a researcher working with the academic Sulet Dreyfus, who was researching on the subversive side of the Internet. Their intensive research culminated in the publication of Underground, 1997, a book about Australian hackers that became a bestseller in the computing fraternity. Assange registered the domain leaks.org in 1999 and publicized a patent granted to the National Security Agency in August 1999 for voice data harvesting technology. He felt that the common man should be concerned about the patent as it meant that everyone's overseas phone calls could be tapped by foreign spy agencies. He enrolled at the University of Melbourne to study mathematics in 2003, but dropped out without completing his degree in 2006. In 2006, he began working on WikiLeaks, a website intended to share secret information and news leaks on an international scale. The site was officially launched in 2007. Assange ran the site from Sweden, leveraging the country's strong laws protecting a person's anonymity. Over the next few years, Assange traveled extensively all over the world, visiting countries in Africa, Asia, Europe, and North America. During this time, WikiLeaks released a United States military manual that provided detailed information on the Guantanamo detention center and shared emails from their vice presidential candidate, Sarah Palin. Even though his initial reports generated some curiosity, he gained international attention in 2010 when WikiLeaks started publishing documents sent by Chelsea Manning. The Manning material included the collateral murder video, the Afghanistan war logs, the Iraq war logs, and the Guantanamo files. After the publishing of the Manning material, United States authorities began investigating WikiLeaks and Assange. During this time, the Swedish police was also interrogating him in connection with 2 sexual assault cases, and a European arrest warrant was issued by Swedish authorities. Assange turned himself in to the London police. He spent several months in house arrest in London, and in June 2012, he sought refuge in the Ecuadorian embassy in London and was granted political asylum by the Ecuadorian government. "I believe that the way to justice is education," said Julian Assange,